Okay, I shortened his teeth a little bit. He was a little too toothy for my liking, so I don't like caricatures that really have big teeth on it, but I like a little bit of it. What we're going to do now is we're going to start with the arms here. So we're going to start with the legs. The other thing I also did is I redefined the lines everywhere underneath the hat, meaning I put a nice little deep V cut on my stuff, and it worked out pretty good. So I'm kind of happy with what I have now with the face and with the smiley face. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to start on the shoes here. So let's just kind of have where the arms are going to come in a little bit on both sides. I have that already marked. And the way I mark things a lot of times and measure things is with my, some of you've heard this before, with using my pencil and my finger leaning up against it to see if it's the same height when I do you know, make sure that it's the same width, you know, as the other, that it gives you a nice guideline to do things, because it's very hard to keep things equal or exactly the same on both sides. So it works out really well to do it this way. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of round off the outside of his shoe, and then we're going to bring this in a little bit. We're going to just take it at an angle, just a little bit. If I can get a good hold of this. Here we go. Go in a little bit of a V cut right there. And right where it's meeting underneath the arm there, you just want to turn it a little bit like I just did, and you're just gonna kind of take that out so that you have part of the shoe showing right there. Okay, same thing over here. You're gonna just go in a little bit at an angle, just like so, and just pop that out. Up here you're gonna try to make that little bit of a curvature there at the corner. Alright, we're going to do a lot more there yet. So what we're going to do with the arms, they're coming out around a little ways, so we're going to go right from here up and over almost to not quite underneath his, so that's out further. And again, I'm going to measure a little bit so it looks a little bit even. Okay, so that's where that goes, and then we're going to bring this out and around. Okay, a little bit, not far enough over. Alright, that's kind of where the curvature is from the shoes. The thing we're going to do here, we're going to take our knife, we're going to put a nice deep cut, bring it up. Alright, and we're just going to undercut that a little bit. Alright, just like so. The one I have did ahead of time, the protocol that I did before. I was just goofing around one night thinking, oh, what else could I make out of these things, and a golfer came to mind. I hadn't done one before. So I finally have an official name for it. It's the Sitting Happy Golfer, instead of just a sitting golfer. He's kind of happy springtime has finally arrived. I'm sure many of us feel that way after the winter we had. Okay, so we're not going all the way up underneath, but what I am going to do here is I'm going to kind of cut this out a little further, alright, and then I'm going to cut the shoe out. So I'm going to follow the line with the shoe. I'll do the other one as well. Of course, make sure you have your thumb guard and your carving glove on. Alright. First we're going to take that rough stuff off, as we normally do. There's more to the back we want to do. Now this arm, you're just going to see the top part of the arm. It's going to be behind the bag, the golf bag with the clubs in it, and that, you know, this came out a little bit better than I thought it was going to. I wasn't sure because I had done it from a bigger size. I wasn't sure about fitting everything in here, but we had plenty of room for that. So. A little black mark in our wood here, and that's okay. We're going to paint over that anyway, so it's not a big deal. Alright, the other thing we're going to do here is we're going to extend this out and this out, and we're going to put that line there. That's where his hand is going to be, and this will be the golf bag right here. Alright, we're going to extend that out around that. Maybe we'll round that up. I don't have quite the room I had with the other, but you'll see. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to cut out this portion right here. I'm going to follow the shoe out a little further, and I'm going to follow that hand out, and we're just going to try to hopefully pop that out of there. It's kind of a, there we go, not exactly what I wanted to do there. Let's see if I can clean that out a little bit better. There we go, there we go, that's what I wanted. Very good. Okay, that should be a little cleaner than that. Let's pop it in a little further. Alright, same thing over here. We're going to try to hit the side of the golf bag here. Alright, there's the bag. And we're going to just bring this down. We're going to bring all this down a little bit because this is way too... We're going to try to have this a little rounded for the bag. We got to get rid of all the rough spots anyway, so we're going to kind of round it off at the bottom of the bag here. Alright, and what we're going to do here with the hand, we're going to bring the golf bag right down alongside of the rest of the golf bag here. Alright, and we're going to put a nice big V cut right there behind it. I'm going to round this up just a little bit, not by much, because this is part of the bag here, and we'll be right back.